Okay, I thought it might be helpful if I spend a few minutes explaining how I use my tactile board on a standard day, and I've used it many different ways, and of course you can feel free to do that too, but I wanted to share how I'm currently using it. Typically, the night before, I will prepare the board for the next day so I know when I need to be up, why I want to be up, and the things I'm hoping to accomplish that day. It just helps things get off to a better start for me. I will typically start by putting in the fixed time items. For example, a client discovery meeting, my 10 a.m. daily stand up meeting with my team, meals, and well, meals are actually flexible, but I like to at least leave a spot for them. And then my kids' school is fairly rigid in terms of when that needs to happen. So this might be kind of what I put in first, and then I see what I have left to work with. And I've got, an hour and a half in the morning. I've got a little chunk of time here, a good amount of time here, and then another decent sized window of time here. And then on the right side is where I keep track of different things. I've got tasks, which are individual projects that I need to be doing in the near future. Quick 10, which is just a name I came up with for things that don't take an entire 30-minute time block, because these are time blocks. So this is 30 minutes and 60 minutes. And so these are typically representative of how much time I have to dedicate, not the exact tasks that must be completed, although sometimes it does need to be completed, in which case I try to allow extra padding because they often take more time. And then, I heard someone say recently that if you're having trouble getting started on something, the first task is too big. And for me, proposals are exactly that. They can be hard for me to start on because they're big and they can take, sometimes even 20 hours to put together a big website proposal. So I now break them up into smaller tasks, making it so that I can at least accomplish something on it when I need to be working on it. And it's really easy to say, hey, all I have to do is set up a quote document. I don't have to do anything else. That's all I have to do. Then I can certainly start and do that. And I can certainly start and enter notes from one place to another. And so that sort of helps me get things moving and feel productive when it comes to proposals. Then I have projects that I don't want to forget about that are high on my priority list, but I don't have any active tasks that I need to do on them right now. So I typically have been keeping those under something called watch. And then I have things that I want to check in with my team about. And as I come up throughout the day, I'll oftentimes just add them over to the list here. And so I do that with the white tiles, and I've been using the black tiles as headings. So let's see. So once I filled these in, I've already set these up, but then I will move in the rest of the tasks that I want to work in for the day. And so in this case, I want to get ready for the day, clear my inbox, which I try to do, in about 10 minutes, because I have another window of time to actually do emails, and I have the quick 10. So a lot of times as I'm going through my inbox, new things get added into the tasks and quick 10 lists. And then I move into the quick 10 as soon as I finish that, and I can accomplish, ideally several things at once, and that helps create momentum for the rest of the day. Then helping my kids with school, stand-up meeting. Then in this hypothetical but very common situation, I have a big website proposal I want to work on, and it's the ABC website proposal. In this hypothetical but real life situation, I have promised that I would send the proposal out today, and I have finished some of these tasks. And if that were the case, I actually would probably have these somewhere else. So these would have been done. And as I'm planning on the day before for today, I would have said, okay, ABC website proposal. Okay, I'm not starting it until here. If I get 2 hours of solid work done, I'll be ready for a break. Plus, I need to kind of clear my head before the new client discovery call. And I can really work on any of these, but typically they stay in this order. So I might even kind of just move these over here to help me remember. And I might say, gosh, that might be a lot to do in 2 hours. But if I have to, I can overflow into what I have set at 4 o'clock. And so by 5 o'clock, I want to be sending this proposal. So those are the proposal steps. typically with tasks, I will, well, like some of these possibly could go into Quick 10. No. Well, all right. So basically, I will bring these down and I'll say, okay, this is one thing I'm definitely working on today. Kind of Kanban, right? Icebox, active. So what else? Oh, I can probably pay my bills at lunch. I can come over here and I'll just stick that over here. Yeah, this is not happening. Maybe I can get the social post reviewed at lunch, so I'm going to put that over here too. And there we go. So that's sort of how I set up my board. And then a lot of times I just work through these things. There have been a few times, and it's been quite helpful, that I've identified things when I didn't actually do what I needed to be, or what I had planned to be working on. And so I sort of learned from that. So the way, if I'm really focused and using my board to its fullest, a lot of times I'll kind of slide things over as I complete them. I also like to do that for accountability. I have an accountability partner, and I send her a picture in the morning of my plan and the afternoon of what's been completed. So, obviously this stuff can be completed. Nope, I didn't get to the social post because let's just say I was dealing with some email stuff, but I did get this stuff done. So I sometimes make a section for completed, or sometimes I just get rid of it. So once that stuff's done, it goes away. And let's say, okay, yep, I got the bills done. Website proposal, well, I did pretty well. I worked on it straight through here because I know that it needs to be done today. So these items are done. I can move those off the board. But then I worked through my break. So if I were marking things that changed, like I did a few times and kind of learned quite a bit from that, I would have a black tile. And instead of the break, I still worked on the proposal. Come on, there we go. And so I can say, well, nope, I didn't work on the break. I actually bumped the break. And I did this instead. And then I did the meeting. I don't love full meeting days, but I sort of do because I always get it all done because I have to, because they're meetings. So got that done. But then in the realistic hypothetical situation, let's say I did not finish the proposal yet. So instead of working on the new proposal, I worked on the ABC proposal, and that would have been a, whoops, black one. Let's do that real quick. Not used to working in full screen. Hold on. Okay. So we didn't do the XYZ proposal. That can come up here. Yeah, this is getting a little messy, but that's okay because we start fresh tomorrow. All right, so this is here, ABC proposal. Oops, nope, that's not what I want to do. I wanted to move this up here, and I wanted to say that what usually happens with meetings, that's what I learned when I was doing this, is they always run long. So I can say, meeting ran long. This is if I'm like really trying to optimize my estimates and what I'm doing. I guess I have to click 100 times, okay. And so really didn't have half an hour for dinner, didn't have half an hour to prep dinner. Move this down here. I'll just do that. And then I didn't wrap up until later, but check this out. So I did this. So no, I didn't do everything I set out to. However, I still ended the day with a completed board. I still finished my proposal and sent it out in this lovely hypothetical situation. And so these items are also done. And I can let my accountability partner know that I sent the proposal, and she'll be super happy for me. I typically would have had, some new quick 10 items added in here that had come up throughout the day. And then I can move all this over if I really feel like working with my board, and that's it. And then the nice thing about these types of proposal steps task tiles is, I have multiple proposals that I need to be working on, so I can go back to those task tiles since they're with that wet erase marker, so they don't really smudge very much, and use them again the next time. And so that is how I am using my tactile board. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.